We are tonight's entertainment.
What the fuck is this, Jet?
This is a tasty burger.
Were you rushing or were you dragging?
You like Huey Lewis in the news?
Is this your homework, Larry?
Why don't you spill your beans?
Welcome back
To the film scoop.
to the film scoop. Not getting a lot of help there on the intro.
I didn't know if you had something going on.
Nope.
Your fucking
Nope,
cords
just
fell
trying
all
to
over
throw
the
you
place.
a lob, and it went out of bounds. So
Dude, I got the alley oop on that, dude.
no,
Yeah. I said film scoop.
yeah. After like 3 seconds of dead air.
That's called, you know what that is? Anticipation for the audience. They're waiting to see where I was going. Went right through they left the door wide open.
I don't know.
Walked
if that's,
right in.
I don't know if that's how it works.
That's exactly how it worked.
I don't know about that. But we're back. Oh god,
Man, you're gonna
Yep.
talk shit about me and you yawn in the
Yeah,
middle
why do you think I'm yawning, idiot?
in the middle of our introduction?
I've been sitting here for an hour waiting on you.
Oh my god, 8 o'clock and you're tired? My little man tired?
Oh, I get blamed. This guy's
Yawning
dicking
at 8
around for an
o'clock.
hour while I'm waiting on him, and now it's my fault.
I'm getting shit done around here, partner.
Yeah, not the important shit.
I think the important
We
shit.
record the same time every week.
I think it's pretty important what I've been doing, dude. I've been doing some pretty cool things.
Yeah, no one cares. That's the
I
only
think
problem.
here's
That's
the
only
deal.
problem here.
I think that one of our 4 listeners probably cares.
I don't think any of them care.
I
at
think
all.
they do.
No.
I think that the majority of our audience tunes in really for me to see what little I know. It's like those 1800s freak shows, but it's how little does Carl know? And
Yeah,
every episode, guess what I do? Surprise him.
You're in The Greatest Showman.
Yeah,
You're one of the idiots.
Yeah, I'm the pinhead guy.
Yeah, we're back. No main topic this week. We're just going to talk about what we've been watching and then play some cinephile.
Heck yeah.
No news, so I'll start with my trivia.
Alrighty.
What's the name of the restaurant in the menu?
God damn it.
Cheeseburger.
I don't know.
Hawthorne.
Oh my god. I knew it was like a place.
Yeah.
And my dumbass wanted to say Schaefer. I keep thinking Schaefer anytime I get asked a question. Alright, next question.
Guess the film by the cast.
Alright.
Chris Pratt, Joaquin Phoenix, Olivia Wilde.
Chris Pratt, Joaquin Phoenix, and Olivia Wilde. What the fuck were they in together?
I think you've only seen this movie once.
I'm trying to... Hang on. Chris Pratt's like a really small role.
Mm-hmm.
Is he like talking, like doing a presentation?
No.
Fuck.
He's a coworker.
I want to say Wanted, but that doesn't have Joaquin Phoenix in it. A coworker.
Fuck you, shithead fuckface.
Was that a hint?
Yeah.
I don't think I know what that hint's from.
Oh.
Shit, maybe I don't know this movie.
Oh.
Go ahead and tell me.
Her.
Olivia Wilde is in Her?
Yeah. She's a
Jeez.
blind date.
I don't remember Olivia Wilde or Chris Pratt in that.
Yeah, Chris Pratt's his coworker. Olivia Wilde is a blind date.
Holy shit, dude.
And that impression I did is the little guy in his video game.
Oh, I do remember the game now. Yeah, I do remember the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. I need to rewatch that. I'm still not as high on Her as you are.
Well, I mean, that makes sense because you're dumb.
That's cool.
So it checks out.
You know what? This is because I made fun of you earlier, isn't it?
Yep.
So now you're getting back at me?
Sure am. Yep.
In front of our audience.
In
How
front
dare
of
you?
the Scoopers. That's what's happening.
This is how petty my co-host is.
Who was offered the role of Jake Sully in Avatar but turned it down?
That I do not know for sure.
It's a pretty notorious story. Because he was offered 10% of the box office revenue, and he turned it down.
Jesus.
Which would have equated to about roughly
Oh, hang on.
$240 million.
Matt Damon?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a bit of a blunder.
It was a blunder for him and a blunder for us.
Yeah.
Because instead of Matt Damon, we got Sam Worthington.
Here's the real question. How much better do you think that would have made the movie?
A lot better.
I love Matt Damon, but I just...
Sam Worthington has negative aura. I see him in a movie and I want to turn it off. And it's not even like you watch him and he'll say a line bad it's not like he's the worst actor you've ever seen in your life, but he has no screen presence.
Yeah.
And he has no he doesn't have that movie star trait.
Yeah, it's almost hard to explain why he doesn't fit in anymore.
He's just dull.
Yeah.
He's just he doesn't elevate anything.
He's the
just a
definition of just we just need a guy.
Yeah. But they tried to make him a movie star back in 2010 for some reason. They tried to put him in everything.
Clash of the Titans, dude.
Exhibit A. That's my trivia.
All right, let me get mine out. All right. This is a guess movie by the cast.
Okay.
Kind of an easy one.
Will you give me something hard this week? Because you said you were going to give me something hard, and then I got all of them.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? I was going to do a really hard guess the cast, and then I was like, we don't really even like this movie. I don't even remember what movie I was going to do, but we'll see how you do. John Lithgow, Linda Cardellini, and Mark Wahlberg.
Daddy's Home 2.
Hell yeah.
What's wrong with you? It's like one of my favorite movies.
I wanted to get you pumped up.
All right.
All right. Are you pumped up?
Yeah. I mean,
Daddy's Home 2 is on the dome now.
it is, but
Now you're ready to go.
I get excited to be challenged for trivia, and then you ask me about the best movie ever made.
What year was Brother Bear released?
I don't like Brother Bear.
Well, that's pretty stupid to say, but okay.
So I'm just saying, I'm prefacing
Pretty dumb
with
to
this is a movie
to
that I'm
say
not
such a thing,
very familiar with.
but we'll see.
If I had to guess, 2003.
Oh my god, it's 2003.
Damn right it is.
All right. What color was Veronica when they played croquet and Heathers?
I don't remember Heathers.
You're the one that told me to watch it, and I
Yeah,
watched it recently.
years ago.
I watched it recently, so now it's I thought that would be a good trivia question.
I watched Heathers before I
it'd be a
started
good
using
trivia question.
letterboxd. I watched
Good
Heathers.
trivia question.
Will you fucking shut up? I'm trying to
Be a
talk.
pretty good trivia question. The next words that comes out of your mouth better be a fucking color, dude. Guess.
Fucking
Guess
yellow.
the color.
I don't know.
It was not yellow. It was blue, dumbass.
Cracking yourself up, huh?
Oh, I gotta calm myself down.
It's good that you're laughing because
Yeah,
no
she
one
was-
else is gonna. So
She was blue. She was blue.
That's awesome.
Yep.
It's awesome.
That's
I
my
watched
trivia.
Heathers before I started using letterboxd.
You know what's crazy is you said, I want to be challenged, and then you get one wrong and you go, well, I haven't seen that movie. That's you. That's that's who you are.
Okay, Carl, you misunderstand what trivia is about. I can go find fucking some movie in Timbuktu that you don't give a shit about, and you'll get an answer wrong. Good trivia is when you find questions that people can't answer about movies they like, about movies that they're very familiar with.
Tell you what a good question is.
If you could
question
stump me on a
involving-
question about the Batman, that's a good trivia
A
question.
question involving a movie that my best friend recommended to me. That's a good trivia question. Boom.
Is that it?
Yep.
You know, I gotta disagree there. Anyways, time to get into letterboxd reviews. I've got mine.
I got mine as well.
Okay. First up, Molly, 3-star. If movie bad, why song is catchy?
Is that Greatest Showman?
It is The Greatest Showman.
Hell yeah.
Yep. This one's from Bree, 1/2 star. I miss the person I was before I watched this.
Jesus. What the hell would that be? Is it The Master?
No.
That's just the worst movie I could think of.
This one would like make sense. Like this is like a review you could write about this movie because you hate it.
Mother?
No.
Alien 3?
No.
Holy mackerel. Movies that I hate.
I mean, it's not something that we reference often, but you do hate it.
I hate a lot of movies. I don't think I know.
Tusk.
Tusk, yeah. I do not like Tusk. I don't even
No
know if
one
we've
does.
ever even I don't even know if we've ever even talked about
I
it.
don't even think Kevin Smith likes it. This one doesn't have a rating, but it's from Milo. It says, "This movie makes me feel like I'm awake during surgery."
Huh. He's saying it's a bad movie.
Not necessarily.
Awake during surgery. That's a really vague one. I don't think I know. I don't think I can place that one.
It's the 2003 The Cat in the Hat.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's definitely one way to take it.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense to me.
You know what's crazy is
It's like one of those fake movies that only plays like in your imagination. Like it feels like a fever dream.
yeah. I see that. It does feel like a fever dream.
Yeah.
I actually stopped. Like I'll like randomly scroll through my movies, and I stopped at Cat in the Hat, and I was gonna click it, and I was like, nah. I just kept scrolling.
I've seen The Cat in the Hat a bunch.
The movie?
Yeah. I don't know why.
Don't.
I was a minor. I don't know.
Don't tell.
I didn't have free will yet.
It's over. Don't tell anyone that. All right. So my review, my first review.
Yeah, forget my last one. Yeah. No, that's
Oh,
all right.
I thought you did 3.
No, that's all right.
Did you have 4?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, cut to your review. I didn't know you had extra.
I always do more than 3 if you pay attention.
I never do.
Yeah, I do more than you. That's the idea. By Adam Bolt, 2.5 stars. The entire budget was used on Biggie Cheese's jiggle physics.
That's Barnyard.
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
Yeah.
You're not gonna trip me with the old Biggie Cheese.
I feel like I could stump you on Barnyard Trivia.
You definitely could. But Biggie Cheese mythology?
What's
Never.
the name of the main cow?
Otis.
What about his dad?
Now that's a good one.
No, I won't.
Oh,
Back
dude.
down.
Don't make me start crying. Don't make me start crying.
That's
I don't think I know his
I
dad's
thought
name.
that was a Barnyard original song when I was a kid. I didn't know that was a popular song
they
that they
busted
were
out
remixing.
fire lyrics for that Barnyard song, dude.
I went to YouTube, Won't Back Down by Uncle Ben.
Uncle Ben.
By Ben the Cow. And then
Nice.
it was like, this is a real song.
That might be like one of the most badass sequences
Ever.
in, just history.
Yeah.
Beating the
Definitely.
shit out of coyotes with a fucking guitar. Mm-hmm. Come on, dude.
Yeah.
Was that it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. My first review is from David, 4.5 stars. I don't know. I feel like these Cinebites might be a good hang if you get a couple beers in them.
Cinebites.
Yep.
How's that spelled?
Cenobites.
Am I supposed to know what that is?
I didn't know if you would or not, but that is the key to like knowing what the movie is.
That's not ringing a bell.
It's Hellraiser. That's what the Hellraisers are.
Oh, yeah, I tried to wipe that movie from my memory. That probably explains why I can't remember it.
Yeah. All right. This next one is from Clementine. 2.5 stars. He was drinking Diet Pepsi. He good. Don't tell me you looked at that one. I almost
put that one on my... For today, I saw that one, and I almost added it to my list.
That's
It's
awesome.
The Whale.
Hell yeah, dude. That's what we're talking about. All right. This next one is Shannon. 4.5 stars. Cool how both me and Ryan Gosling were left bald at the end of the film.
Blue Valentine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's my reviews.
All right. Time to get into the old watch list then. And I will start. First up, Avengers Infinity War.
Hell yeah.
I just had this... I don't know. I stayed home from work one day last week because I was not feeling well. And I just felt like watching Marvel movies. That's what I did.
Sometimes you get that itch, you know?
Yeah. I just got that itch. I don't watch Marvel movies often. They were, when I first got into movies, they were some of my favorite movies that I would watch all the time. And I've seen Infinity War millions of times. Probably like 10 times I've seen Infinity War. And it's still just as good.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a 5-star. I think it's one of the best comic book movies ever. And when you watch it, my next movie up is Endgame. And when you watch it back to back with Endgame, it really sticks out how much better it is than Endgame. And I have fond memories of Endgame thinking back on them, because that was just a time when Endgame was coming out. The excitement in the trailers and opening night, all that shit was super fun. But Infinity War is actually like perfect. Like it's just a perfectly crafted comic book movie. There's so many characters in it that they have to balance. And like, sure, there's some that kind of aren't in it much. Like Captain America's kind of just barely in it. But the thing that sticks out in Infinity War is like the tone is perfect and the levity and the humor still works. And it's like a very funny movie. There's a lot of comedy with the Guardians and Thor that just like still hasn't gotten old. And he's like when Thor first gets on their ship, and then Chris Pratt's like, "Who's this dude?" And then he's like, "No, this is not a dude. He was like, "You're a dude. This is a man."
Yeah. And Chris Pratt starts like doing his voice deeper.
No, you will not.
Yeah, dude. All the stuff involving the Guardians that I can remember was funny.
Yeah.
The how is Gamora or why is Gamora?
Yeah.
I think is what Drax is such a funny character.
Dude, the Guardians, like, I don't know if they got James Gunn to come in and write their lines for Infinity War, but they are so funny in Infinity War. What master do I serve? What am I supposed to say? Jesus?
Yeah.
Dude, don't call us plucky, all right? We don't know what it means.
Yeah, dude, the Guardians are fucking awesome. I actually haven't seen Infinity War as many times as you have. I've only seen it a handful of times.
Dude, it's like you can say what you want about Marvel and the MCU, and they make a lot of shit, especially post Endgame. They've made a lot of dookie, but that does not change the fact that Infinity War like remains so one of the most entertaining movies really I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I really don't have any flaws with it. Like, I think the ending's perfect. I think the comedy is amazing. I think the pacing's really good. Thanos is one of the most, like, I'd say probably one of the most fleshed out villains in a comic book movie I've seen. Like, you understand why he's doing what he's doing, and to an extent it sort of makes sense. And those are my favorite kind of villains. I like when people are intimidating, but they also have clear motivations on why they're doing what they're doing. And the sequence in Wakanda when Thor shows up after he gets his hammer, like,
so good, dude.
It like, I said that Guardians 3 was my favorite MCU movie, and I don't know, like, I don't know if I could take it over Infinity War.
Dang, I'm about to rewatch Infinity War.
I think those two are by far and away the best.
Oh yeah,
but that's a tough one. I don't know. But yeah, then I watched Endgame, and I gave it a 4-star. I still enjoy it, but I kept finding myself the whole time just waiting for the third act. And that doesn't happen in Infinity War. I'm never waiting for anything to happen in Infinity War. I just enjoy all of it.
Yeah.
But Endgame, there's a lot of... Like, it starts really slow, because it does the 5 years later thing, and it catches you up with, like, where
the post-snap and stuff like that.
Yeah, where everyone is post-snap. It takes a while to get going. And then they have to test out all this time travel stuff and do experiments. And I think them going back in time to the previous Marvel movies was, like, a cool idea in theory. But for some reason, I just don't find it very interesting anymore on rewatch. The most interesting thing was Tony seeing his dad and, like, that interaction at that military base. But most of it's just like I remember when I watched it, I thought the Captain America versus Captain America thing was really cool. And now I don't. Like, now it's just whatever. I still don't like what they did with Hulk. I think that's stupid.
I was just about to say, first I actually saw something recently about Endgame, and that's Tony Stark doesn't like being handed stuff, but when he goes back and sees his dad, he lets him hand him stuff. Mm-hmm. He has, like, the stuff for his wife.
Yeah.
Which I thought was cool. I don't think I ever noticed that.
I didn't notice it, but I also didn't even realize that was, like, once someone said that, I was like, oh yeah, if he did say, like, a couple times he doesn't like being handed stuff. But I don't think I knew that was, like, something that was referenced all the time.
It's not all the time, as far as I remember. I think it's mainly Iron Man 1 that they talk about it.
Mm.
But
I think Spider-Man Homecoming says it. But
it's been forever since I've seen Homecoming.
Yeah.
But no, I agree that the Hulk stuff is horrible. I still think that them going back in time to the other Marvel movies is cool. It's very comic booky. Like, obviously they're not going to let half the universe just be dead, and them going back in time I think is fun. It leans into the comic book side of things, but I think that everything they did with the Hulk, him having this existential crisis from getting his ass beat and then merging with the Hulk to become like Smart Hulk, I fucking hate it. It seems like they were like, we just need to find a way to nerf Hulk.
That's what I think it was. I think, like, when you look at these movies, that's something that people don't really think about often, is how the writers have to find ways for the movie not to be instantly over.
Yeah.
They have to find ways to nerf people and just kind of write people out of movies in a way. And I think that's what they were doing with Hulk. Even though the opening scene shows Thanos kicking the Hulk's ass, so, like, you can just keep him in the movie as the Hulk. Yeah. And, like, you've already shown that Hulk can't just instantly beat him. So it's probably fine to just keep him in the movie. But in Infinity War, he's just Bruce, and, like, he's having Whiskey Hulk and just like the whole movie he never turns
Whiskey
into the Hulk.
Yeah.
And then in Endgame he merges into Smart Hulk, and it's just dumb to me.
Yeah. That's the one character that I think that they, ever since Avengers, they just kind of like, what the fuck do we do here?
I think the one thing that bothered me the most about Endgame was the 2014 Thanos and Nebula and Gamora that came through the portal and like just started like I feel like that part of the movie was so brushed over. Like they became the new villains of the movie because like the original Thanos is dead.
Yeah.
And I just think that's kind of dumb. Also because Thanos, like they show Thanos, old 2014 Thanos, they show him like what happens to him. They show him getting his head cut off.
Yeah.
And then he was like, like what a great destiny to have. And he's a big destiny person.
Yeah.
He's a big believer in like whatever should happen will happen.
Yeah.
But then
like he's fated to.
Yeah,
to
but then he knows what happens to him and then goes into the future and starts fucking shit up. So why is he doing that if he's a destiny person?
I don't remember.
Dude, they like that. I just watched it and I don't remember them even giving a good reason.
I
for
remember
why he's
him
doing
going
that.
through the portal and like sitting his shit down, and they're like, what are you doing? He's like, they're gonna bring me the stones or something like that. Like him sitting there and like waiting for them to show up.
Yeah, but he already knew that future him got the stones. So why is he there?
I guess because it's his, like he knows it's his destiny to get the stones.
No, but he already knows he gets them. If I said it's my destiny to fucking have a 10-inch cock, and then I look into the future and I have a 10-inch cock, I'm like, okay, great, I get one. I don't have to do anything.
Yeah, but they're interfering with what's going on.
No, they're not interfering with him.
They're trying to undo what he's already done. That'd be like if you knew you were going to get a 10-inch cock, but you also knew someone was actively trying to keep you from getting the 10-inch cock. Then you would stop them because you want that.
But if they were trying to undo what he did, then that's still his destiny.
Yeah, but they're breaking destiny. Like he's fated to do that, and they're interfering with like time to stop that from happening. He is too, but he's trying to keep.
But they're in their timeline. they're trying to fix stuff currently happening to them. He's not. He's jumping ahead in time to fix stuff outside of his timeline. It's just kind of lame to me. Like just watching it,
I'd
really
have to-
stuck out,
yeah.
and I was like, "This is boring to me."
I'd have to go back and
like
watch
this.
it to see if I could come up with an idea.
They really tried to center the movie around the heroes, which I get, but it does really, you do really feel the lack of a villain throughout the movie. You can tell, like when you're watching Infinity War, there's so much Thanos, and there's always this threat looming, but in Endgame, it's not there. And like the third act's cool. The third act is one of the biggest climaxes of a comic book movie you'll ever see. And that's, nobody can take that away from it. But overall, as a movie, it takes a while to get where it's going. And Infinity War is a far, far superior movie.
Yeah.
That's just how I feel about it. And then I watched Age of Ultron.
Ooh.
Because I just wanted more Avengers, and I hadn't seen Age of Ultron but once. And everyone they kind of do a Spider-Man 3 thing where everyone acts like it's good now. So
Age
I
of
watched
Ultron?
it. Yeah.
Dude, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, I don't know. But I thought it was like okay at best. I don't think it's some shit stain, but I think on paper it's a good idea. The concept of making an Avengers movie where the threat is something that Tony basically created, like his mistake is who they're fighting in the movie. Like that's a cool idea. But it just isn't very interesting when you're watching it. I can't even really point to anything specifically. It's made by Joss Whedon, and I can tell a huge difference between... you can shit on the Russo brothers all you want. Those two Avengers movies they made feel so much different than the two Joss Whedon Avengers movies. And better, like, different in a good way. Like, it felt so cringy and weird and dated when I watched Age of Ultron. But then in Infinity War, it felt normal.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. From what I remember in Age of Ultron, the reason why I don't like it as much is I agree with you that Tony Stark trying to do something good and it turning bad. I like that idea. I like how Ultron was born, and I like that he thinks the only way to protect humanity is to destroy humanity in this like paradoxical, because like we're our own worst enemy.
Yeah.
I like that.
And he uses Tony's words and like twists them.
Yeah.
And he says, Tony said he's creating Ultron so we can have peace in our time. And then he keeps like saying that over and over again. Peace in our time. And
I like him being this corrupted like Tony Stark, basically.
Yeah.
But what jumps out at me first thing, and I also like David Spader voicing Ultron. I think he does a great job. I think he's got a great voice. But the amount of levity and fun and jokes in the movie. Like, there's
gosh darn it, watch your language.
Yeah, like all that, dude. And I don't know, because I'll watch something like Guardians of the Galaxy where there's a lot of comedy, but the stakes still feel high.
I think it could be the quality of the comedy.
That's got to be what it is, because like the stakes feel high in Guardians, even though everyone's goofing around. Mm-hmm. And then you watch something like Age of Ultron, or maybe it's because Ultron himself is dicking around. And not like...
I didn't realize how much of a sense of humor Ultron had.
Yeah, which I guess makes sense if he's supposed to be like a clone of Tony Stark, but I don't think that it fits with that character.
Is he supposed to be a clone of Tony Stark?
No, like him being like this dark, twisted Tony Stark, like in the movie.
Like
he's using stuff that Tony Stark says, and he's, I guess, kind of has like some of his personality of being like little one-liners and stuff, but I don't know. I don't think.
I think it feels odd having an android make jokes.
Yeah, I think that if they had played it serious with Ultron, he would have felt like a bigger threat. I also think that his like plan to destroy the human race was kind of dumb. Like him just like hovering a giant rock and then smashing it down. Or picking up a city and smashing it. Like, that seemed kind of... I liked him having an army of himself. That shit was cool. Mm-hmm. But then, like, his grand plan was just, like, I'm going to pick up that island and drop it. And you're all going to get fucked.
Also, they, like, ham-fisted in Quicksilver and Wanda.
Yeah.
And it felt a little much. It felt a little crammed. I don't know. I didn't think it was necessary.
And Vision.
Yeah, but, like... Vision is created, like, Vision doesn't just show up. Like, he's created within the story of the movie. And, Wanda and Pietro are just there.
Yeah. He is, like, created within the story, but it also, to me, doesn't make a ton of sense why Ultron would even create Vision.
Well, he didn't. They did.
Who's
Tony
they?
did. The Avengers.
Create Vision?
Yeah.
No, they stole that from Ultron. Like Ultron was going to transfer his consciousness into a body that he created, and that was Vision. And then they steal it, and he becomes his own. Like they upload Jarvis into it, and it becomes Vision.
Yeah.
But Ultron was going to put his consciousness into Vision.
Yeah, he would be more powerful. He had the Soul Stone. Or the Mind Stone, or whatever one he has.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. I feel like he's made out of vibranium. He probably doesn't need to build a whole new body.
Yeah, but he has Vision has more than. There's more to power than just like how indestructible you are.
I'm saying like you
Vision
don't
has
need a
actual
whole
powers with his stone.
Like I don't think he needed a whole body to use the stone. I don't know. I wish he had more motivation to want to build Vision.
I think just so he could control more. That's kind of enough for me.
I don't know. I remember it being kind of weird and like gray in that area because if his whole thing is he wants to wipe out humanity, just do that.
Yeah.
Get right to it.
It's a weird movie where like I can't really point out too many specifics on what make it not great. Just watch it. Just watch the movie and like it's such a massive step down from all the other Avengers movies.
Yeah. And Ultron's a pretty big villain too.
Yeah, and Ultron's cool. Like in theory, Ultron's cool. I just don't really care about what's happening.
Yeah.
They also have the section where they go to Hawkeye's house.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, just weird. I gave it a 2.5. Not very big on it, but there is a cool shot in the like big final action sequence where the camera like pans around them all like teaming up
they're
around
in
that
that
thing
little...
they're protecting.
Yeah.
It is cool. Like I'm a sucker for that. Like
anytime you have like
anytime
a cool
you can,
team up shot.
Yeah, anytime you can get the whole squad in one shot, it's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm always going to be a sucker for that. I need one of those for the Justice League.
Oh my god.
I hope James Gunn makes a Justice League movie and we get a shot like a one shot spinning around camera of like Superman doing his laser vision and Batman fucking beating the shit out of some guy and Barry Allen like fucking running fast.
Like his electricity.
Green Lantern using his ring and just the whole fucking gang.
Yeah.
Just at peak powers. One shot. I need it.
Yeah.
I need it. But next up for me is Cuckoo.
Have you done some so just so you guys, this is kind of a weird episode because this is the first time that me and Cash have been like unaligned, and all of his movies he watched without me and all my movies I watched without him. So he came home from watching Cuckoo and I was like, well, if it wasn't that good, you can tell me what it's about. And you went, I don't fucking know, dude. Did you do some research on this thing?
So I left this movie and I was like, either A, I'm an idiot, or B, that movie did not explain anything. And it's a hard movie to talk about because I don't want to get into spoilers because it's a new movie. So I'll try to explain my thoughts without spoiling anything. But basically, Hunter Schafer and her family go to this reservation, this resort, and weird shit starts happening, and they find out that like someone there is up to no good. Just say that. And they like sort of explain what this up to no good stuff is, but it doesn't really make any sense, and I don't know why they're doing it. I don't understand like what this scheme is that they're doing.
What what's the chase and how can we cut to it, you know?
Like when you watch Get Out, the twist is revealed and you're like, holy fuck. Everything clicks. Everything makes sense.
Yeah.
You're like, these are old white people and they're using these young African American bodies to replace their consciousness with. Like, it makes sense. You're like, that's why they're doing it. So they can like extend their life.
Yeah, they want to continue living. They want to be athletic and youthful. And all this
there's none of that in Cuckoo. There's no like why. I don't know why this is happening at all. I do want you to watch it one day so you can maybe explain to me. Maybe you see a reason.
Cash, I want you to know the odds of me explaining something to you, movie related, slim to none, pal. Slim to none. I'm probably going to be as lost as you.
Yeah, I watched a 12-minute analysis on Cuckoo to see if I was stupid, And the 12-minute analysis, like, there was nothing I didn't already know in it. He just explained everything I already know, and like it didn't help at all. I was like, I still just think this movie is kind of bad. Like it's just kind of weird shit for the sake of weird shit with no real meaning and no explanation. And I feel kind of weird saying no explanation because I love movies that are ambiguous, but that's not really like how Cuckoo feels. It doesn't feel like it has an ambiguous ending. I love that. I love that type of stuff.
Well, you can be ambiguous to an extent. Like, you've got to give your audience something to grab onto. Like, you could lean maybe one way or maybe the other way, you know, it could be this, could be that. Like,
yeah.
I don't want to just, you drop your pants and then I go, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know, I need something.
Yeah, it's a hard line to tread, I guess. Because I like ambiguous movies, and I like when things are just left up to your imagination. But with Cuckoo, it feels dissatisfying. It doesn't feel satisfying watching the movie, at least for me. And what sucks is that it's well made from the direction aspect. The sound design is amazing. The performances are great. It has great cinematography. There's some shots that actually like stick out in my head that were really cool. Some sequences that were really cool.
Mm-hmm.
But the story just doesn't really make any sense. So that really holds it back for me. So I gave it a 2.5.
Damn.
Yeah. And then the next day I watched Blink Twice. Zoe Kravitz's directorial debut.
Hell yeah.
And this one it's all right. I gave it a 2.5. It's just it feels very derivative. It feels very much like other movies. The concept, if you've seen the trailer, the concept is Channing Tatum plays this like tech billionaire, the super rich guy, and he invites these girls to his island, and they like party, and then things starts getting wacky.
Yeah.
Hilarity ensues.
The trailer looked really cool.
Yeah, and I won't spoil this one either, but this one has like a twist that sort like makes a lot more sense than Cuckoo. Like they actually try to explain what's going on here. It has very surface level commentary on celebrities and like cancel culture and how celebrities apologize when they've been canceled and how it doesn't mean anything to them, and how they're just saying it because they have to say it. And it's hard not to talk about spoilers for stuff like this.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what I can say.
Blink Twice seemed like a really, like, they showed very little in the trailer to it. At least to me, it seemed like that was the case.
Yeah. The performances are pretty good. It's, like, decently entertaining. There's some things, if you're a logic person, there's some things that just, like, you're not going to buy into. It almost has, like, a hint of, like, a science fiction feel. Because there's just things that are so unbelievable that it would have to be a fictional world. But yeah, I mean, it's fine. I liked Zoe Kravitz's direction more than I liked the writing.
Gotcha.
The writing felt pretty generic, pretty like something one of us could think of, like after watching Get Out or something.
Oh, okay.
And being like, oh, they should make a movie about this. And just, like, not very original. Just, if you want to watch Blink Twice, there's just, like, 5 other movies you could watch that do it better.
I got you.
But it's fine, and Channing Tatum's really good, so.
No, it's good to hear that Zoe Kravitz did good, though.
Yeah, she did good directing. I just thought the writing wasn't the best, but... Next up is LA Confidential.
Oh, I think that's the only movie we watched together.
Yep. This was a recommendation by Will, and I liked it. I gave it a 3.5.
Shut up, Big Will. I gave it a 4. I think our experience with the movie was a little different. I was very locked in to the world and the characters. Like, we watched it over the course of 2 days because we started it kind of late one day and then we picked it back up. But like, I could have carried on the first day we watched it because like they throw a lot at you at once. It's very kind of like Goodfellas, like you said, where
this is Tommy Two Shoes.
Yeah, they throw a lot of characters at you. And luckily, they're all familiar faces to me. Like, you got Kevin Spacey and Russell Crowe, Guy Pearce, and I know all these people, so I'm able to identify them.
Danny DeVito,
yeah. Sometimes they'll do stuff like that, and it'll be set in a time like in the 50s or something. Everyone wears a suit and tie and a fedora, and I'm like, everyone's dressed the same, everyone's haircut's the same. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
But I know all the actors, so I was able to keep up pretty well.
It was easy for me to keep up with those three, but there's like 20 characters they introduce in the movie. And it has one of those like noir type stories where like this guy kills this guy and then this guy's brother, and like it just jumps around so much, and it was sort of hard to... I watched it when I was tired, so that's why we stopped, because I was tired and I wanted to finish it tomorrow because I was starting to doze. So that could have hindered my experience a little bit, being tired. But then we picked it up the next day, and I rewound it a little bit, and I locked back in, and like I thought it was really good.
Yeah, I really liked the mystique behind everything, like what the fuck's going on. They really don't give you a lot to work with until obviously towards the end of the movie. The finale, the ending finale, I thought was really cool. And I really liked the characters, the big three mainly. You got Spacey's character Jack, Bud, Russell Crowe's character, and Ed, Guy Pearce's character. Those three were the most interesting characters, and I really liked them on screen. And I think that'd be my only complaint, is that there's just a little too much happening. They do a quick introduction through Danny DeVito's like news outlet. He's doing like a reading of his news article. And that helps a little bit kind of simplify things in him reading that, but I think that there's some extra stuff in it that could have been trimmed out just to keep the confusion level down.
Yeah. But it was cool how the conflict of the movie isn't only like cops trying to catch criminals and solve a murder. It was like between the cops, like they had their own personal conflicts, and then also the crimes that were happening that they were trying to solve, which is something kind of new that I hadn't seen before. So that was pretty awesome.
Kind of like Memories.
Yeah, kind of like Memories. And then the next day I watched Strange Darling. Went by myself. Gave it a 3-star.
Ooh,
so a little better than...
You're poking out of the 2.5.
Yeah, a little better than Blink Twice. Don't Blink. Blink Twice. And Cuckoo. This one's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool movie. It's told out of order. It's 6 chapters, and like I said, it's told out of order. But it's one narrative. It's not like Pulp Fiction where there's like 4 different storylines.
More like
it's one
Memento?
storyline, just that one storyline's told out of order. And that can be risky because that can turn me off sometimes. Nonlinear storytelling is like very hit or miss. You can get people like Christopher Nolan that just get it, and then you got people like Guy Ritchie that just don't get it. And this person, I think, used it really well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think they used nonlinear storytelling really well because they show you one thing. Like the first chapter you see in the movie is chapter 4. And then you watch chapter 4, and then you watch chapter 2, and then you watch 3, and then you watch 1, and like the way the story happens is really cool, and the performances are great. It's shot entirely on 35 millimeter film, so it looks really great. It has a really unique story that kind of keeps you guessing. I kind of predicted what was going on, so I can't say it's like the most insane twist or anything. But there's a split diopter shot, so I kind of came a little bit there.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, it's a super original story, original idea, done really well. It's just one of those things, like I watch it and I'm like, yeah, that was pretty cool, and then I'd never watch it again.
I gotcha.
So I'd recommend it to people. I think it's worth seeing, but it's not going to be like near the top of the year for me or anything. There's just not really enough there for me to latch on to.
I gotcha.
But yeah, really cool.
The non-linear storytelling for me is usually a red flag. Typically, I don't like it. And very rarely do I don't think it enhances the story most of the time that I've seen it. Obviously,
I think it has to be used almost like perfectly.
Yeah, exactly. Like Memento's one of those. Pulp Fiction's one of those. And I think the movie's enhanced by the way it's told. But a lot of the time, I'm like, you could have gotten so much more emotional investment out of me if I had had more time with these characters. Instead of me seeing the conflict immediately or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, with this, it's like you'll... It's kind of like, imagine if you saw the shootout in No Country for Old Men between Llewellyn and Anton, and that was the first chapter in the movie, was the shootout, and you have no idea why they're shooting at each other. And then it shows you chapter 1, and then you find out why they're shooting each other. So that's kind of what they're doing with this movie, is like it shows you very extreme situations between characters, and you don't know why what's happening is happening, and then it goes back and shows you why it's happening, and it's not really what you expected. So
I gotcha.
I think you'd probably like the way Strange Darling's told.
Okay.
Maybe if it hits streaming, you can check it out.
Heck yeah.
And then my last one on my watch list is Cars.
Hell yeah, dude.
I don't know why.
Reliving the childhood, the glory days.
Doing stuff on my laptop, and I wanted something on in the background, and
I wound up watching all of Cars.
Yeah, Cars was my favorite movie when I was a kid, and we were talking about it, and like I don't know why, but I don't have any nostalgia really for Cars. Like I don't get warm inside when I think about Cars.
That is nuts. Like you got a Cars lamp.
I had a Cars everything.
Yeah.
I had a Cars lamp. I had Cars toys. I had Cars blankets. I had everything. But
you're such a poser, dude.
I know.
You're pretending to be a real Cars fan.
But when I watch other stuff from my childhood, I get very nostalgic, and like it's like that bittersweet feeling that you get when you watch something you watched when you were a kid, because like you're sad that you're not a kid anymore, and it reminds you of the good old days. That doesn't happen to me with Cars. That happens if I watch Drake and Josh, or Jump In, or Merry Christmas Drake and Josh, or Toy Story, or like The Iron Giant, but not really Cars. I don't know why, because I watched it all the time.
Maybe it's because it's so like clean looking.
Could be.
Compared to like The Iron Giant. Well, I don't know. Toy Story is pretty clean. I don't know.
I don't know what it is about Cars. It's just...
I think you've just been a liar this whole time.
Yeah, Carl's like, is it sad like that you don't like it as much as you used to? And I was like, not really. Like I don't feel sad.
He was like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, like, I guess I don't like it as much as I used to, because I give it a 3.5 now, and it was used to be my favorite movie.
It used to be a 5
But I
out of
also
5.
knew like 5 movies when I was a kid, so I had a 20% chance of picking Cars.
You mean there's a movie better than Joe Dirt? Count me in.
But yeah, I think it's a fine movie. I don't think it's anything great, but it's definitely very solid. The comedy isn't the best anymore. It's not super funny.
I'll be honest with you. I don't remember it being super funny really ever.
Yeah.
Oh, Mater. Mater was the one that people thought was funny.
Yeah, Mater. I thought he was really funny when I was a kid, but now I just hear Larry the Cable Guy and not too much humor there
Hell
to
yeah.
be had. But now I need to watch Cars 2 because Cars 2 is like one of the most talked about Pixar movies because everyone hates it.
Oh God.
And say it's like one of the worst sequels of all time. But I remember watching it, but I don't remember like what happens.
Dude, you should turn it
I know they turned it into a spy movie.
That's
So
awesome.
that's
That's
what
awesome.
happens.
You should turn it into one of those Alien 3 things where you like do a video essay on why Cars 2 is actually the best Pixar movie.
I don't know if I'll be able to do that. But yeah, I was on Disney Plus watching Cars, and under Cars, it said comedy sports was the genre. And then under Cars 2, it said comedy espionage.
Sick.
That was the genres.
Badass, dude.
So I don't know what the fuck they were
Yeah,
doing.
they said we're done with the sports here. I want to see cars breaking into bank vaults.
Yeah.
And stealing information.
Yeah. What if Lightning McQueen was James Bond?
They were really trying to build a mythos, dude.
Yeah. So what do you got?
So I'm going to take mine in order of like the ones I'm least excited to talk about and go into what I enjoyed the most out of everything I watched.
Okay.
The one I actually enjoyed the least was Fright Night. I watched the original Fright Night because I'd seen the remake with Colin Farrell from like 2012. And so I went back and watched the original, and the movie starts off like this is going to be a classic like 80s adventure. Just crazy shit happening. And it gets pretty fucking crazy, dude. Do you know the concept of Fright Night at all?
No.
Oh, well, basically, you don't know anything about it? All right, I won't go into like too much detail then. But there's some stuff involving a 16-year-old. The character is supposed to be 16. The other character is not 16.
Gotcha.
And he is very enamored with said 16-year-old.
Roger that.
And it's fucking like, I was like, I don't like seeing what I'm seeing right now.
That's the 80s, my man.
Yeah.
That's what they were doing.
I actually think I prefer the remake. Because Colin Farrell's in it, and I love me some Colin.
Yep.
I also think that the finale to the remake, if I'm remembering it right, I could be just talking out my ass, but I remember them coming up with an idea that was really cool to solve a situation in the remake. Less 16-year-old touching in the remake.
That's good. That's a good one.
That checks that off my list. But a big standout, obviously, is the environment that they built, the little town. It's the 80s. All the characters are doing weird shit, and no one gives a fuck.
Hell yeah.
That's just how it's done. And the effects are really good. Well, I wouldn't say really good. They're not like, oh my god. It's like not American Werewolf in London, but it's really cool looking.
Interesting.
And there was a really impressive scene, like 3/4 of the way through, where I was like, "Holy shit, dude! They're really doing something." But overall, kind of a letdown. I was really excited for it. I gave it a 3, so it's still like solid, but it kind of peters out towards the end. It gets to be like a little too extreme for me.
Okay.
The next movie on my list is Time Bandits. I watched this movie. I did like an 80s crazy shit movie binge. And it all started with Time Bandits because I had no idea like what the fuck this movie was about. The poster of it is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. Poster of it is incredible.
Yeah, it's got a great poster.
The movie is fucking the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life, dude. I have no idea like how to even explain it.
What's the plot? What's the synopsis?
Dwarves take this kid on a heist, a couple of heists across time, and just get into shenanigans.
So you didn't tell me it was the best movie of all time. You should have led with that.
He meets the dwarves like 10 minutes into the fucking movie, dude.
Right to it.
Like there's no build up to any of this.
Straight to the meat.
They jump straight in. And I remember like you kind of get teased with this one thing, like the kid goes to bed and he sees like a knight in his room. I'm like, oh, he's gonna have like a crazy dream. The next night, the dwarves are like, we gotta get the fuck out of here.
Oh man.
And they just get into some wacky stuff. It takes a crazy turn, and Sean Connery's in it, which is fucking.
Oh, that's awesome.
What the hell? Why is he in there?
Because he's awesome.
He is super cool, but like, there's so much just.
He showed up at the casting agency and he was like, "This is the dwarf time travel movie." Right?
I'm here for the dwarf time travel movie.
I heard
dude,
it was a dwarf heist.
I kind of got like Hook vibes from it, but not quite as
Wholesome.
Yeah. And the ending is fucking the craziest shit I've ever seen. Like I don't want to say anything. Never once would I have expected for the ending to be what it was, dude.
Damn.
I want you to watch it and just try to predict how you think it ends. Because it's not going to be whatever you say.
The dwarves go back in time
Nope.
and kill baby Hitler.
Nope.
Damn.
I honestly, I think I would have rather it been that. It ends and you're just like, what the fuck, dude? It's crazy. I gave it a 3.5.
That's cool.
Yeah, I liked it. The dwarves, hilarious. There's one that just eats everything, and it's fucking anything, dude. It's anything. They'll be like, you can't eat that. And he's like, you don't know until you try. And then he just starts fucking eating shit.
You wouldn't make fun of it if you tried it.
Yeah, dude. He fucking goes to town.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just like, I was like, how the fuck did this movie get made?
80s.
Yeah, dude, you could do whatever the fuck you wanted.
Yep.
So, like, that kind of pushed me into watching all the other stuff that I watched. The next movie I watched was Heathers, another movie that would never in a million years get made today. I guess I can get into spoilers with Heathers since you've seen it, right?
Well, I've seen it, but that doesn't mean the Scoopers have.
Oh, I didn't know if since it was old, but I'll do a quick.
I don't. Just a side note. I do not subscribe to the belief that when a movie came out means that it should be spoiled. There's tons of people who have podcasts and they'll spoil movies like with no warning, no spoiler warning or anything. Just randomly will spoil a movie and be like, "Oh, well, it came out 70 years ago, so that's your fault." What the fuck?
But dude, I'm 20.
I can't watch every movie.
Yeah.
Like, that's such a stupid reason. So you're telling me there's no movies that person hasn't seen from the 70s? Like, when a movie came out has nothing to do with if I've seen it or not.
Yeah.
And every person deserves to get a spoiler warning if you're about to spoil something. Give them a little bit of time to skip over it.
Yeah.
That's such a, like, I don't understand at all how when it came out matters. You've either seen it or you haven't.
Yeah.
There can be a 1930 movie I've seen and a 2022 movie I haven't. They're unrelated.
Yeah.
So,
no, I agree with you. That was a stupid thing I said.
no, I wasn't even talking about you. That's just a common thing I see online of people there's one specific podcast that I won't name that has done it a lot, and I think it's pretty fucked up. Because I would never want to spoil like an experience for anyone.
Yeah.
Like, I want everyone to go into a movie however they want to. Like, if they want to know as little as possible, then that's how they should go in.
Yeah.
Because I like doing that nowadays. I didn't see a trailer for Strange Darling. People just said it was good, so I went.
Yeah.
And I didn't have any idea what it was about.
No, there's a lot of old movies that are like on my list of shit to watch, and I have no idea what they're about. And if someone's like, "This is what happens in The Samurai," I'd be like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa!"
Yeah.
Back it up.
Yeah, I don't understand how the release date has anything to do with you having like how you should have seen it by now.
Yeah.
Like, there's going to be movies that everyone hasn't seen.
Yeah.
Like, no matter how much you love movies, I can go up to Quentin Tarantino right now. There will be something he hasn't seen. Because it's impossible to have seen every movie.
Yeah.
So. Also, Quentin Tarantino was spitting recently about Toy Story 4.
Oh, shit. What'd he say?
He said he's not going to watch it.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Why?
Because Toy Story 3 was perfect.
Toy Story 3 was perfect, and Toy Story 4 was definitely not as good.
Definitely not perfect. Not even close.
Yeah.
I fucking hate Toy Story 4. I actually kind of hate that movie. People are too nice to it.
People are way too nice to it. I think it's because it's Pixar and it's characters that we love, and it's like hard to kind of like. It's like when your dog shits in the floor and you're like, "Oh, come on, man." But like in reality, like you still took a shit in the floor, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Toy Story 4 is sort of like what I was talking about with Alien Resurrection. Not to that extent, but it's just corporate greed. It's just a cash grab.
Yeah.
It's disrespecting the previous films just so you can make money.
They basically
and then not even have a good story. Not even have anything like if you make 4 after 3 and then I watch it and I'm like, okay, I get it. Like, they had something amazing that they wanted to make. I get it. But that is not what Toy Story 4 is. It's so forgettable. It's the worst story in any of the movies. It's not very funny. It doesn't really have anything memorable about it. They also kind of make like, I don't like what they did with Woody. I don't like what they did with
any of the characters, dude. Woody, they make him behave like they kind of rewrite Woody and Buzz in Toy Story 4 to make the narrative fit the way they want it to. Mm-hmm. They make Buzz basically an idiot.
Yeah,
like he's back to Toy Story 1 Buzz for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah,
no one tells you why. Like, we've had 2 movies where they're like co-leads and co-leaders of the squad. Mm-hmm. And now all of a sudden he's like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, he's a big doofus.
Yeah, and then Woody's the most loyal, sweet man you'll ever meet in your life. He's just trying to figure out who put a snake in his boot. Mm-hmm. And in this movie, he's just like, it seems like he's just like wanting to do his own thing, which is really weird. He's usually
he turns on his friends,
like the father figure of everyone.
Yeah,
but
the whole Toy Story franchise has been about everything will be okay as long as you have your friends.
Yeah, you've got a friend in me.
Fucking Exhibit A. And then in Toy Story 4, they're like, yeah, fuck your friends.
Yeah, go get some poontang.
Yeah. Like, what an insane choice to make.
Toy Story 4, they're like, hey, grow up, nerd.
Yeah.
Go get laid.
Yeah, it's so insane. Like, the fact that they revived the franchise to make that.
Yeah.
Like, I have it at a 2.5, and I need to lower it. Like, I get mad just thinking about it.
Yeah. I don't even know if I don't think I even rated it, dude.
Yeah, you don't rate anything.
Beg to differ. Cranked out 4 of them the other day.
Oh, no way.
That's what you said in the Discord. You went, oh, Carl rating stuff? No way. How about be original? How about that?
It was my quote. I'm the one that said it.
Anyway, now that we're done with our Toy Story 4 rant, I watched Heathers.
Yeah.
Another just crazy movie. I've come to the conclusion I really like Christian Slater.
Christian Slater.
I don't know what he's gotten into.
He was in Blink Twice.
Was he really? I don't know what he's got going on, but I've now seen him in True Romance and I've seen him in Heathers. The guy is charismatic as hell.
Yeah.
Everything,
he has what Sam Worthington doesn't.
Yeah. Like, that's, oh my God, that's a great example of just like, watch him do anything and then look at Sam Worthington and you're like, I get it. I get it. Yeah, Christian Slater, dude, he does the weirdest shit, dude. And it comes off just so charming. So, like, this is a mild spoiler for True Romance.
Heathers.
No, this is going to be for True Romance because he says something like crazy in True Romance. But he's got this girl, and you know she's really pretty, whatever. And he's like, "You want to see what an issue #1 Spider-Man comic looks like?" And he says it the way I said it. Obviously, is horrible, but like I would have been like, "You can have sex with me right now, dude." He's insane. He's an insane man. Christian Slater. But anyway, Heathers. I really liked Heathers. I think that like Christian Slater's character, the kind of corruption that he has and the crazy shit he's doing, I like at first I was like, this is a little over the top, a little extreme. But then I got what they were going for. I really liked Winona Ryder in it. I liked all three of the Heathers. All the jokes landed with me. The mineral water. Mm-hmm. Love that. Love that.
I watched Heathers like 2 or 3 years ago, and I remember really liking it and thinking it was really funny. It was like a dark comedy.
Yeah.
But everything else, like, I barely remember the plot. So I can't really speak much on it. I just remembered that I liked it.
Yeah. It's like this. They do like a commentary of a couple different things. There's one where like how we almost like how we treat suicide like an event, almost like just how society treats suicide and how teenagers are treated in the world and stuff like that. But it is a dark comedy. There's a lot of crazy shit that happens, and I dug it. I dug it for sure. And the last movie I watched, the one I'm most excited to talk about, is Big Trouble in Little China. I gave this a 4.5 off rip.
Wait, off rip? You haven't seen it before?
I don't think I have. I thought I had, but I watched it and I was like, I don't think I've seen this. Gave it a 4.5, and the movie is fucking wild, dude. I loved the visuals of everything. Visuals alone, it's amazing. Like the set towards the end, all of the scenery. They're in, like Chinatown. It's raining at the beginning. Love that. And then it, like, as the movie progresses, as you go down this rabbit hole, everything gets turned up to 11, dude. And there's this one shot of these guys in front of this big, like, Buddha statue and a dragon statue, and they've like trimmed it out with like neon lights so that it's got like a glowing outline. Fucking crazy stuff, dude. There's some great effects and makeup, and the story is the craziest shit you've ever heard in your life. I don't even want to say anything about it. Have you seen it?
Like a long time ago. I don't remember anything.
The story makes no fucking sense.
I remember that part.
Yeah.
I remember it.
The story makes no sense, and you're kind of thrown into this world, but so is the main character. Kurt Russell is also just like, he's just a truck driver. That's all. He's there driving his truck, and that's it. And they throw him into this like enchanted world, and he's like, what the fuck is going on around here? And he says that like a couple of times, and his character is just so goofy. Like, he doesn't like actually do anything. Like, they rush into like a fight sequence, and he shoots his gun in the air, and a rock falls and hits him in the head from where he shoots his gun in the air, and he like passes out, and everyone else does all the work. It's just it's crazy. I really liked it. Love Kurt Russell. He's another man with just endless aura. Mm-hmm. Like, he doesn't really do a lot of the work or any of the figuring stuff out, but he walks around like he's the captain.
Yeah. And
I'm just like, of course he is.
Yeah.
I know that that rock knocked him out and he didn't do anything last fight, but he's going to blow up right here. And he never does. He never does, dude. Yeah, I love Big Trouble in Little China. Big Trouble in Little China, fucking Escape from New York, Kurt Russell. I fucking love that man.
Yep. Me too. I'm fond of the Kurt.
Yep.
Fond of the Russell. Is that all you got?
Yeah, that was it.
All right. Then we need to play some cinephile.
Hell yeah.
So why don't you grab it?
Where's it at?
Right there. Right there.
Oh, tucked away. There you go.
All right. I'll do it.
I think I have the big stack.
Yeah, of course you do. That's our middle stack.
Now, I don't remember which one it was, but there's one with predominantly actors, and there's one stack with predominantly actresses. Go ahead and pull from the actor stack.
I think I know what I'm doing. Even though I can't get the stack out right now. But don't you worry about that. Why don't you entertain the scoopers while I do this?
Well, for those of you who don't know, I've been sick lately, and I pooped my pants the other day. I'm not proud of it, but it happened. But yeah, I've been ill and been on the toilet quite a few times this particular day, and my wife came in and asked me how I was doing, and I was gonna be a smart ass and let some wind out and say that's how I'm doing. So I lifted my leg up to do this joke, and a shit came out. And I had to waddle past my wife into the bathroom,
Remove the shitted pants.
take my shitted pants off, and then my wife, who I was about to talk shit to, I was like, please, could you start a load of laundry for me? Because we have a fucking problem.
Alright, you did good.
I appreciate it.
Yep. Now I got the cards ready. Jennifer Jason Leigh.
All right.
Bad news.
We're
start.
We're in the weeds here. Go ahead.
Hateful Eight.
I was going to start with the Hateful Eight. All right. I see her in my head. I know of a movie, but I don't want to use it.
I think I only know of one movie, so it's probably the same movie.
I don't think it is.
Oh.
Which is why I don't want to use it. I think it's the only other one that I know. Jennifer Jason Leigh. She's gross in this movie, too, that I'm thinking of. Is she gross in the movie you're thinking of?
Kinda.
Oh, God damn it. I guess it doesn't matter, because I'm not going to think of that. Possessor.
She's in that?
Yeah, she's the handler of Voss.
Oh, I was thinking about Possession.
No, Possessor.
Yeah, mine's Good Time.
Oh, she is in Good Time.
Yeah.
That's like the least gross I've seen. I guess she's not that gross in Possessor.
Anything else? I think that's it.
Yeah.
So I guess I'd take it.
Yep. I guess so.
And
Possessor
to the big
was
pile.
was my deep cut for it.
Yeah,
If I
completely
thought
forgot
of
she was in that.
Yeah, if I had thought of anything else.
What do I do here to reveal who this card is?
Do an impression.
An impression, huh?
Have you ever done an impression of this person?
I think I have, but there's just so many avenues to go down.
Ooh.
It's hard to pick just a one. What is that? A shark in your pocket or something?
And do another one.
I can't. I think that's all I got.
Who is it?
It's Nick Cage.
Oh, nice. When does he say that?
I don't know what movie it is. That's the line another person uses for their Nicolas Cage impression.
Oh, okay.
So some movie I haven't seen,
Nice.
but he says that. Yeah, Nicolas Cage.
This
What would
is-
you do for a Nicolas Cage impression? Like, my head went to long legs. I don't know how to do a long legs impression.
Just do a high pitched voice.
Let me in now.
Oh, yeah. You busted that out, dude. And like that wasn't what you did before, but you busted out one when you did the "Let Me In."
Not
And that was
once, not twice.
That's it. That's what I'm fucking talking about, dude. All right, Nick Cage.
I also was thinking about what he said in Massive Talent. Like, trying to think of a quote from Massive Talent. I couldn't really think of anything.
You're talking about 100+ years of
Of fine
rich
cinema.
Of rich cinema.
All right, I'll start it off. The best one, 8mm. Best Nick Cage
That's
film.
such a good fucking movie.
Book it. Put it in the history books.
Yeah. No, it really is, dude. It's so good.
Yep.
I love 8mm. All right, I'll follow up the perfect movie with something else. I'll go Long Legs because it's the most recent.
Okay. I'll go Con Air.
That's a good one. That's pretty tight. I'm gonna go the National Treasure franchise.
Okay.
Well, just 1 and 2.
I'll go Massive Talent.
I'll go The Retirement Plan.
Don't know what that is. I'll go Mandy.
I'll go Pig.
I'll go The Color Out of Space.
I'll go Into the Spider-Verse.
Saving that one in the old back pocket.
Yeah, I'm trying to rip away everything you have.
I'll go Raising Arizona.
Good one. Good stuff. Good stuff. What's something you would pick? You fucking scumbag. Do you have a good amount backed up?
I think I have a couple.
Wicker Man.
Ghost Rider.
I didn't think you even knew he was Ghost Rider.
Are you dumb?
I didn't think you'd even seen those movies.
I haven't seen him. I don't have to see the movie to know he's Ghost Rider.
Oh. I mean, yeah, he's the one and only Ghost Rider, dude. Nick fucking Cage.
Until Ryan Gosling.
That would be something. He'd have some big shoes to fill. All right. Okay, Ghost Rider. Let me think here. Nicolas Cage.
Come on.
I don't want to do any of my deep cuts. Oh, Face Off.
I want to take his face. Oh. Prisoners of the Ghostland.
That was one of my deep cuts,
Yeah,
you
fuck
fucking
you.
scumbag.
Yeah, fuck you, idiot.
How do you know what that is?
What are you talking about?
How do you need to explain your fucking self, dude.
No.
That's
What are you
crazy.
talking about? We see it at McKay's all the time.
I
You
know.
almost buy it, and then you never do.
I almost did every single time.
Yeah.
But I know it's not good. I know in my heart of hearts it's not good.
Mm-hmm.
Vampire's Kiss.
The Rock.
Nice.
Yep.
That was a crazy impression.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Can you hit it one more time?
Winners go home and fuck the prom queen.
Is that from that movie?
Yeah.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
from The Rock.
All right, Lord of War.
You done over there?
I was having a good time. Your impression was really good. Your impression blew me away, dude.
Got 2 on the back burner. See if I can think of something more obvious. Go Gone in 60 Seconds.
I'll go Drive Angry.
Fuck you, buddy.
Was that was that one of the ones you had?
Yeah. Moonstruck.
God damn. I don't even think I knew that existed.
Awesome.
It's pretty cool of you to have that
Yep.
at the ready.
Yep.
Just manning the helm. Ready to go. I am running low.
I'm running on E.
There's one that I know of, and I'm fucking drawing a blank on the name. I know a very specific quote from said movie. Damn it. Nicholas. Does the Flash count?
No. No.
God, what is the name of that fucking movie? I think it's called Between Lives.
I've never heard of that, so I'll look it up.
If that's not the name of it, then I'll bow out.
That's a book. It's the only thing called Between Lives.
I think that's the only one I'm thinking of. I gotta find the name of this movie now. But does that put you at winning?
As of now, yes.
Okay, yeah, I
don't
don't
think
have
I would
I don't
win.
have anything else. Are you trying to think of more stuff?
Yeah. Just trying to think of one more.
Oh, there's a big one that we missed. 3 big ones. What is the name of this fucking movie?
Oh, he's in a movie called Cell, I think. A Stephen King movie.
Cell?
Yeah.
Let's see. Like Prison Cell?
Yeah.
What the fuck's going on here? Do you know what year?
Like 96, I think.
I'm not getting anything from 96.
Okay.
But you still won, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we missed some stuff too. We missed Dream Scenario,
Oh man.
Kick Ass, Renfield.
Yep.
What else did we miss? I think we actually did pretty good. I haven't seen. Oh my god, he was in G-Force. No fucking way.
Man. So he's just the best.
He was Speckles.
He's the best of all time.
He was Speckles the Mole in G-Force.
I knew I had a good feeling.
I gotta find the name of this movie, dude. The quote
movie
I know
that doesn't exist.
Oh, Arcadian that just came out.
Oh yeah.
It does exist. He says in the movie he busts in on this guy beating up a girl and he goes, "How about you try wrestling a man gator?" and starts kicking the shit out of him.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I just can't remember the name of it. Oh my god.
I think that might be enough.
But are we not doing another card?
That's what I'm saying. We need to move
Between
on to the next
Worlds
card.
is the name of the movie.
Gene Hackman.
Okay.
Royal Tenenbaums. I think that's Gene Hackman, right?
I'll be honest with you. I thought I had an idea of who Gene Hackman was, and then once you said Royal Tenenbaums,
Let me
gone.
make sure that's Gene Hackman. Yeah, that's Gene Hackman. So what do you got?
If it's who I think it is, because I don't remember this person in Royal Tenenbaums. Hoosiers?
Yeah.
Okay, that's who I think it is then.
Hoosiers. And The Conversation.
That's the movie? The Conversation? Mm-hmm. Superman? The movie?
Is he in that?
Doesn't he play Lex Luthor? And the Christopher Reeve Superman?
I think he does. Yuck.
What are you talking? What was that?
His Lex Luthor's horrible.
Oh, thought you were talking about the movie.
No.
Gotta slow down.
No.
I'm gonna let you know right now. If you have another one, go ahead and put that card in your pile.
I don't know. I don't think I do. It have to be something really old. I don't feel like thinking of anything else, so the old pile stir. Greta Gerwig. Very interesting.
Well, I know of one movie she's in.
You only know of one movie.
That she's in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you go first.
I'm pretty sure she's in White Noise.
Yeah, she is. Frances Ha.
All right. You tied the leader.
I think it's called Nights and Weekends.
You want me to verify?
I'll look it up.
I'm more familiar with her
Yep, Nights and Weekends.
directing of films.
I don't know how you never heard of this. It made $5,000 at the box office.
Why'd you act so surprised when I said I'd only heard of one movie that she was in?
I thought she was in more than she is.
Oh, I was gonna say I felt dumb after you said that, but then like you pulled out Nights and Weekends.
Because I in my head I'm like she's in every Noah Baumbach movie, but I don't know if that's true. Because she's not in Marriage Story from what I remember.
I don't remember her in Marriage Story.
Yeah. Jeff Goldblum. Life finds a way. That's one big pile of shit.
That might be my favorite impression you've done so far. Jeff Goldblum's a weird one. Like, I feel like I don't know of a ton that he's in.
I don't either.
I feel like I see him everywhere, but I never really like place
The
it.
apartment.com commercials.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. I'll go first. Life finds a way.
Hell yeah.
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park and thereafter. I'll go The Fly.
All right. No, I'm just kidding. I'll go. Make sure I don't flub this one.
I'll be honest with you. I keep thinking of like Jeff Goldblum in my head, and I'm like, oh, he had like long hair in this. I'm like, oh shit, that's Jurassic Park. And I'm like, oh wait, he turned into a monster in this. Oh shit, that's The Fly.
Asteroid City.
That's a good one. That's a good one. He was in Asteroid City as. Actually, I can't say what he is because it's kind of a spoiler.
Yeah.
All right.
No way you're letting the bloom down like that.
Dude, I'm a moron. I don't know what to tell you. I know there's a ton that I'm missing.
I don't know if there is. I'll look.
I feel like there is.
Are you tapping out?
No, I'm gonna run another quick little course through my brain, and then I'll tap out.
I won't look it up yet. Then.
I feel like he's in one of those movies like Armageddon or something.
He's not in Armageddon. I just watched such a film, and I would know.
I think that's it. I think that's all I got.
Okay.
What'd we miss?
About to find out. Thor Ragnarok.
Oh God, yeah, he was in that.
Guardians 2. Grand Budapest. Isle of Dogs. Life Aquatic. Jurassic World doesn't count.
I haven't seen Life Aquatic.
Independence Day.
That's what I was fucking thinking of.
Deep Cover. Invasion of the Body Snatchers remake. Not much. The Mordecai. The Johnny Depp movie.
Oh. Yikes.
Cats and Dogs. Which I've been wanting to rewatch.
Cats and Dogs.
Because I remember watching it as a kid.
I'll be honest with you. I've seen Cats and Dogs probably like 80 times.
Hell yeah.
I remember having the Blu-ray. I remember being like, obviously the dogs win. But it's close, believe it or not. I don't remember who fucking wins.
Dude,
but,
what the fuck?
Yeah. You okay?
They put one movie on each of these cards. Do you know the name of the movie for Jeff Goldblum's card? The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension.
How did we... First of all, hang on. I gotta add this to my watch list. There's no fucking way a movie with that name exists and I don't fucking... Yeah, I haven't seen it.
You gotta put it on the list. Because that sounds incredible.
The Adventures of Buckaroo?
Buckaroo Banzai. Across the Eighth Dimension.
Oh, man. I typed in The Adventures of, and the first thing that came up was Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Oh! Go ahead and add that to the old watch Reno for you. Dream,
Dude.
dream, 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 dream.
This movie looks... That song alone makes me hate that movie.
What?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
I never want to watch it because of that song.
Fuck you.
Dude, this movie is fucking crazy. How the fuck did they even greenlight that name?
Because they were awesome. I keep telling you about the 80s. They were
Awesome.
It
is another 80s movie. John Lithgow's in it, though.
What do you mean, though?
Like, it's going to be amazing. John Lithgow.
I already knew it was going to be amazing.
Christopher Lloyd.
It's called The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension.
Peter Weller as Buckaroo.
Hell yeah.
I'm adding it.
All right.
All right.
Next up, Scarlett Johansson.
Ooh. That's your girl, dude.
Yep, sure is.
It's your lady.
I'll just get the easy one out of the way. The Avengers.
I'll go with Marriage Story.
Under the Skin.
Her.
Jojo Rabbit.
Damn, that was going to be my next one. Sucks that you did that. ScarJo. Don John.
Ghost in the Shell.
Damn. You're fucking... How many... You got a lot chambered, don't you?
Yep.
That's crazy.
I was born for this.
Scarlett Johansson. The old Scarlett. Why am I having such a hard time with this?
I don't know. Maybe you're dumb. Maybe you're an idiot.
Is there some big obvious ones?
I mean, to me,
Yeah, that doesn't fucking
maybe you're an amateur.
doesn't mean anything. Ghost World.
What the fuck is that?
Oh, I thought this was the pro hour. I didn't know
I
this was
know
amateur
of good
hour.
movies because those are what I watch.
It's part of the Criterion collection. People seem to like it a lot. I don't know. Pretty weird.
You know, so is fucking Stray Dogs or whatever that shit's called.
Don't even know the name of the movie. This guy,
Straw Dogs.
This guy knows film apparently.
One letter off.
Buddy over here thinks he knows film.
Lost in Translation.
Oh, that was an obvious one. I need to watch that, dude.
Yep. But instead you watch damn Time Bandits.
Whoa. Don't do that. What you were doing, don't do it. I promise you, it's not going to be good. Something else. I think. Oh, Asteroid City.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Yep. The Island. And if it's not the island, then it's called the beach. But I think it's the island.
Well,
Do I need to look it up? Do you not know what that is?
I know of one thing, and I know that they do a butt cover that's just like hair, so it looks like someone has a hairy butt.
Yeah, she's in the island.
Nice.
So fuck you.
I want you to know I'd be ashamed if I got The Island and not Ghost World. I would be.
What in the fuck is Ghost World?
I would be really upset with that. It's a movie, dumbass. Anyway.
What the fuck is this? Man,
Yep.
that's a movie.
I mean, get your fucking pockets up.
You have another one?
No.
Oh, you're stalling.
I think she's in. I think she's in Isle of Dogs.
I think she is an Isle of Dogs. I shall double check.
Yeah.
Yep, she is.
Nailed it. I mean, come
Because
on.
I remember watching Isle of Dogs, and I was like, I feel like I shouldn't be aroused while looking at claymation dogs, but now I am.
And suddenly my penis is hard.
Lucy.
Jesus Christ, dude. You need to stop this.
Motherfucker pulled out Ghost World, and now I need to stop it.
I mean, goddamn.
Carl, you better think of another one, because if you let me send it home with what I'm about to send it home with, shit's about to get crazy.
Do you have another one?
Yes.
I'm trying to think here.
I just thought of another one too.
Scarlett Johansson, pretty lady, very attractive. She's got the deep voice. I don't know.
What I'm sitting at home with is Home Alone 3. But on top of Home Alone 3, I think the movie's called She's Just Not That Into You, featuring Brad Coop.
No,
Or is
she's
that a
not, she's
different
not in that.
What am I thinking of?
I don't know.
Brad Coop.
What movie were they in together?
I thought it was that.
I don't think she's in that, dude.
Let me see. Yeah, He's Just Not That Into You. She's in that.
Well,
You idiot.
I was thinking of She's Just Not That Into You.
Are those both of those exist? I didn't just get the name wrong.
No, I mean, they might both exist, but I was making fun of you for getting the name wrong.
Awesome. Dude, this is a crazy cast.
I saw Justin Long pop up, and I was like, whoa.
Ben Affleck, Brad Coop, Justin Long.
Justin Extra Long, if you know what I mean.
All right. That goes in the old cash stack, of course. Daniel Day-Lewis.
Gonna be a quick one. Am I going
Royal
first?
Man.
Is that your first pick?
Sure.
So Blood, I'll go Phantom Thread.
Go Last of the Mohicans.
I'll go Gangs of New York.
All right. No, he's in My Left Foot.
I was gonna say My Left Foot. I feel like that's the full extent of my Daniel Day movies. My Left Foot, Gangs, There Will Be Blood, Phantom Thread, Last of the Mohicans. Yeah, I think I'm out. I think that's all the movies I know that he's in.
Lincoln.
Oh my God, I know of Lincoln, yeah.
And Age of Innocence.
I don't know Age of Innocence.
Yeah.
Is that all the movies he's been in?
He's not in a lot. And that's why
He's very particular.
I kind of am in the Daniel Day-Lewis fraud watch camp.
Whoa.
I'm not. The people that say he's the best of all time, go fuck yourself. I think that that's a load of hooey.
He's definitely not the best of all time. I also like
he's the name that like people use when they're making a joke about someone being a good actor. Like in Game Night, they're like, "Oh, he's a regular Daniel Day-Lewis."
yeah.
That he's like the guy that people use to make that joke. And I just don't get it. I know I haven't seen a lot of his movies, but he doesn't have a lot of them. And from what I've seen, like, I mean, he does have range. Like, his character in Gangs of New York is a lot different than Phantom Thread. But I don't know.
To me, like, I just think that obviously he's very talented. I think there's just other people out there that's doing more. Maybe they're taking on more interesting roles. I don't know, but I do know that he's really good, and he does commit. He has a big screen presence.
No one can convince me Daniel Day-Lewis is better than Christian Bale. No one is convincing me of that.
Yeah,
Christian Bale has some of the most range of any actor ever.
Yeah, and he's also got the screen presence that Daniel Day has.
Yeah. Like, I don't think Daniel Day could play a superhero.
Yeah. I don't think I've seen him play anyone that's like super
not
charming.
fucked up.
Yeah, not fucked up, but
Like
also
a normal guy.
he definitely hasn't played a normal guy, I don't think, but like someone that like could probably like talk me into having sex with. Mm-hmm. And Christian Bale can.
Oh yeah.
I'd be like, how the fuck did I get in his bedroom? But it happened.
Don't just stare at it. Eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's a tad bit overrated. I think Tom Hardy might even be a better actor.
Whoa.
I know. Sue me.
That one would get you attacked, probably.
Well, I already say that Tom Hardy's better than Marlon Brando, so it can't get much worse.
I haven't seen much with Marlon Brando, but I know he was a huge asshole. He was a pretty big asshole.
So is Tom Hardy. We just skip this one. Penelope Cruz. Ferrari is all I know. Joaquin Phoenix. All right. Well, this will be the last one.
Okay.
I'll go Joker.
Gladiator. Don't steal my
Her.
pick. Okay. Napoleon.
Num 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 num.
No.
Beau is Afraid.
Ick. I'll go a little fucking Signs.
I'll go a little Walk the Line.
Dude.
I hurt myself today. You like
That one
shit?
could probably use some tuning.
Oh. I thought it was pretty good.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh. Oh, God almighty. Joaquin. I'll go, come on, come on.
8mm.
Oh,
Max
my God.
California.
The double whammy.
Max California, the GOAT.
Struggling. Leave No Trace. No, not Leave No Trace.
I was like,
Not
wait,
Leave No Trace.
what?
You Were Never Really Here.
That's what I was about to say. Fuck you.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry about that.
The Master.
You dirty doggy.
Naughty, naughty.
I think I am running out.
Running out of gasoline.
Yeah. Joaquin. You weirdo. I think that's all I got. Do you have any in the chamber?
The dome, no. But I think I can probably think of something.
I don't think you have to. I think you would.
Technically, yeah. But I'd still like to think of something else. Inherent Vice.
Oh my God, yeah.
That's how you fucking do it.
Dude, how deep into that did we get before we were like, nah.
Like an hour.
That's better than I thought.
Dude, PTA, dude. I don't fucking get it. I do not understand why everyone loves that guy so much.
I wanna like him. I wanna have a good time.
His movies are just boring.
Yeah.
Like, they're just not interesting to me. Outside of There Will Be Blood, which even that movie I think is probably a little overrated.
I don't know.
I really like it, but it can still be overrated. Because some people think it's like one of the best movies ever made. I'm not there with it.
Oh no, I don't think it's in my top. I don't even know if it's in my top 50.
Yeah, it's definitely not mine.
But it is a really good movie. But I don't know. Maybe I value like fun, but I don't. And that sounds bad to say, but like there's just movies that aren't designed for it to be fun.
Well, that's the thing is like most people think his movies are fun.
There Will Be Blood?
Yeah. I mean, I would consider that movie fun.
I don't know. I don't know about that one.
I just think
I do like Punch Drunk Love. I like Punch Drunk Love a good amount. I like There Will Be Blood. Those are like the only two PTA movies that I ever think of.
it's like when I watch a PTA movie, I'm like, well, the acting's good and it looks and it's shot well, but I don't care. I don't care about what's happening.
He did Licorice Pizza, right?
Yeah.
Why was it called Licorice Pizza?
See, that's another... I feel like Licorice Pizza is like the perfect example of how I feel about PTA. It's well-crafted filmmaking. It's well-made movies that just... I don't care. I just don't care about the story. I don't care about the characters. I'm not invested in anything.
The only thing I remember from Licorice Pizza is Brad Coop saying, Barbra Streisand.
Yeah.
And him asking how big his dick hole is.
Yeah. How big's your dick hole, Gary?
I think he says penis hole.
Yeah.
How big's your penis hole, Gary?
Yeah. Yeah. Because he's like threatening him. And he's like, no, if I come back and you guys are still here, I'm gonna take a pole and I'm gonna jam it down your penis hole. How big's your penis hole, Gary?
Yeah.
Is it big enough to fit a stick down it? Something like that. Something like that.
That's... If you ever want to watch Licorice Pizza, dude, just watch that one scene and turn it off.
Yeah. I don't see what everyone else sees in PTA. I'll say that, but
yeah,
you know, that's what's cool about film.
It's also very pretty dirty looking.
What, PTA?
Yeah.
He just doesn't really like shave.
He looks like he'd have like a grime to him.
No. He just always, in all of his pictures, he always looks like he just woke up.
Like he what?
He always looks like he just woke up.
Yeah.
Which, like, shout out to him. Not necessarily a bad thing. But, yeah, I don't like PTA very much, but, you know, that's not new. Anyways, thanks for listening. We'll be back next week. Don't know what we'll be talking about.
We'll come up with something.
But just like this week, you'll check your phone on Tuesday morning and see the scoop has scooped.
It'll be there.
Yeah.
You'll wake up with a fresh scoop.
Yep. Just like
I wake up with a fresh load in my pants.
That's what I was trying to get at there. Thanks for tuning in to the Film Scoop.